Darin and Anita on Grand Strand. A music evolution. Now, Darin and Anita with your Grand Strand Artist Spotlight.
Darin and Anita on Grand Strand. Welcome back from the commercial break, folks. And it is that time for our Spotlight interview segment. And Anita, here you go. We talked about this earlier in the show.
And I'm up on it this time. I'm ahead of you.
You ahead of the game on this one because you know this man from back in the day and growing up and all kinds of other things. And you brought up some good questions, actually, that we're going to talk to him about. And ladies and gentlemen, on the line with us from Image, you've heard the song Firelight, Walker Reid.
Hi, how's everyone doing?
Doing good, Walker. How are you?
I'm doing great.
It's great to have you on, and Anita has filled me in. She's told me all kinds of history about you that I didn't know. I've got to MC some shows with you guys, but she's told me some pretty good stuff.
Oh, really?
Well, what I said, that there's a lot of talent in this area where we're from.
You're exactly right. You're exactly right, Anita. A lot of talent that has come through Gaston County. I'm very happy to be a part of it.
Well, I'm going to tell you, it's an incredible thing. Since I've got to know you guys, just to give folks, I know we've done the CBMZ, the Carolina Beach Music Zone thing together, myself and all the guys. But folks listening to the radio show here with Darin and Anita, Walker, tell us a little bit about Image. How did all this get started? How did the group come together?
Image came together back in the mid-'70s. A bunch of high school guys came together at the Gaston Boys and Girls Club. Matter of fact, we were rehearsing in the basement of the Boys and Girls Club with homemade equipment. And the Gaston band gave us an opportunity to perform during the intermission on a show at the Club Elisa here in Gastonia. And at the time, my dad, the late Walker Reid Jr., was the manager of Image, Black Image at the time.
Right.
And Barbara Gwynn heard us perform.
Right.
And she was very interested in the group. She informed us of that. We asked my dad. He wanted to know what was in it for the group, brand new equipment, a means of transportation. And the following week, we met her at Reliable Music. It was like being in a candy store. Every piece of equipment that the guys picked out, she purchased for us.
Wow.
And purchased a means of transportation, and the rest is history. I mean, it happened that simple. And I remember the Gaston Band was our idols at the time, and we had the same equipment and the same means of transportation that they had.
Wow,
at the time.
That's incredible. All of a sudden, you guys, you've been seen, and boom, it happens.
Right, it happened so fast, but some of us was mentally prepared for it, and some of us were not. And but it was a good ride. We stayed together approximately 2 years. Like I said, we were young and talented young men, and had a great opportunity to do some things and travel places we probably never would have gotten to go at that time. So it was a great opportunity. And the good thing about it, I think I went to Hunter Hearst. I was the only one in the group that went to William Glenn went to Hunter Hearst. The rest of them went to Ashford, and we were rivals at the time. But when it came to the band, everybody was cool. That's where Anita probably remembers from.
Yes, I do. We were rivals, but
right?
When it comes to music, that puts us all in harmony.
The Hunter Hearst and Ashford game, and after the game, it was a big dance at the Club Elisa. It was like the game didn't take place. So we were rivals on the field, but on the stage, we were the best of friends.
So you and Anita danced together? Is that something, even though y'all were rivals?
Believe it or not, I couldn't get to it there, and her line was too long.
Oh, wow.
Her line was too long.
I've been hearing a lot of stuff like that about Anita now, over the years.
You couldn't get next to her if she had too many weight.
Sure, yeah, okay. Go ahead, Walker.
Intermissions don't last for so long, Dan. So by the time the line's short enough, it was time for us to go back home. So I never had the opportunity.
I got you. I love that. Because we talked to somebody it hadn't been too long ago that knew Anita as well from back in high school days and all that kind of stuff. And I'm learning a lot more about Anita through this. This is like
No, wait a minute. I've got to say something in the defense of myself. Walker, back in the day, even though we had a good time, when the lights came on, we were back home.
Oh, yeah, you're exactly right. You're exactly right.
Y'all just taking up for one another now. I don't want to hear that. Anyway, here we go. Well, Walker, who were the guys that made up Image, the band itself, back the early days?
So back in the 70s when we came together, it was Carl Cookie Gary, Ricky Barber, Ricky Gilmore, Steve Watson, Harold Moore, and Hank Moore came on the latter part along with Ronnie Crawford. So we switched some out, but the originals were the Cookie Gary, Ricky Barber, Steve Watson, and Ricky Gilmore, along with the singers who was Reggie Adams, William Gwynn, and myself.
The group somewhat came apart there, and then you guys got back together in 1986 for, I believe, a reunion, and again in 2011.
We came together in 1986 for a 10-year reunion. It was a wonderful occasion. I remember us performing. It was Evernet Social Club had a function at Irwin Center, and they invited us back to perform. And we were able to perform again during the intermission of the Gaston band show there. And it was a great opportunity for the guys to get back together. And then Ron Ormby was planning this function in 2011 with this reunion. We had an opportunity to get Black Image back together again. And some of the original band members, for instance, Cookie Gary played with us at the time.
Wow.
Ronnie Crawford. Ricky Barber had an ailment. I think our drummer, he had passed away. So it was a great opportunity, and I remember that Ricky Collins, along with the Gaston band's keyboard player, Valentino Burris, played with us during that occasion as well. So it was great.
Exactly. Well, I tell you, and then now what's come up since then is the Elite Artist Network, and you just talked about Ron Ormby there. And all this sort of come back together now, and you guys are like traveling all over the place. New songs out right now to get folks up to what's happening right now with Image. I know that you and Reggie are the originals. Who makes up Image now?
Along with Reggie now, we have Keith Connor and Tony Reid, who is my nephew, and both of them have been a great addition to Image. We harmonize well. We get along well. Great group of guys. We're like brothers. I'm very fond and happy to have those guys as part of Image, and we're doing some wonderful things together.
Yes, you are. I'm going to tell you, the camaraderie you see on stage with you guys is just incredible, especially those harmonies. Talking about the harmonies, the song Firelight.
Firelight was the song that Ron Ormby wrote. He wrote the song, he brought it to us, and asked us would we be willing to sing it. And after compiling the song with the lyrics and giving us an idea what he wanted in the song, he wanted a falsetto lead, and Reggie Adams is a very good falsetto lead singer. Ron, along with Ken Knox, we went into Studio East over there in Charlotte.
Tim Eden and Mark Stallings.
Tim worked his magic on it, and it ended up being a pretty good song.
Yeah, it has been a great song because it's gotten play over in the UK on the BBC radio network over there, which is incredible right there, and doing well on the charts here in the States as well.
Yes, we were so elated to hear that it was being played overseas. What's taking place here in the States, we didn't think it would generate that much, being our first song, but the point that it did, it's very exciting to us, and it's really encouraging us to go out and do something else. Hopefully a whole CD. We're discussing that at this time.
A whole album out of thing, and not just with that, you're also working with William Blunt now and doing some things there, and just incredible. A lot of things just really happen. It's exciting for you guys. It's like Image. Here you go from the early days, sort of how it all started for you. It's like bang, boom, and that was there. And then here we are again, and it's doing the whole same thing again.
Well, the opportunity that we had to perform with G-Town Sound was wonderful. Even now with William Blunt, he's our musical director now. He put together a group of fabulous musicians. And just to have the opportunity to still be doing this at this time in our lives is great. Reggie Adams and I talk about it all the time because we're the originals of Black Image that's still performing together. And we started back in the late 60s with talent shows and things of this nature as far as performing together. So it has been wonderful, and I look at it this way. This may be our last run at it, so we're trying to make the very best of it.
Well, you're doing a great job, just period, man. The songs that's out there, and if you get a chance to see Image live, folks, it's incredible.
Where can we find out about Image?
You can find out about Image on our Facebook page, which is Image G-Town. We also featured on the Elite Artist Network's Facebook page, as well as G-Town Sound's Facebook page. The information is there. It's about the group, bio on the group. Contact information if you're interested in booking the group is also on those pages.
And we'll have those links as well, folks, on our website, DarinAndAnita.com. Go there and check that out. Walker, let's give them the new song. Here it is, folks.
Firelight.
Darin and Anita on Grand Strand. A music evolution.